Ranger here, and welcome to the another one of my videos. Today I am going to rank some of the trinkets, that were added in the that were added some time ago, and then in the Krampus update. So yeah, this is just basically my personal opinions, just so you know. And yeah, let's begin with this. So first of all, the first trinket that I will rank is Performance Viol. It gives Ferocity, which grants the life steal after using the attack card. I'ma be honest, it could be nicely stacked, but however it only applies after the attack, not before. So sometimes it's getting sometimes wasted, but I'm gonna rank it at A tier because it's seems good, but you would need a decent amount of low bit cards to use, so you could previously stack Ferocity, then use it, so you could use the left seal more efficiently. The next trinket that I don't have yet, but I know what it does, is the Broken Mask. What do you wanna rank it by? I mean, a kind of a revive in the middle of a battle that prevents you from dying for the first time could be nice. However, it does not remove effects. It would be overpowered, but then again, if the enemy just sneeze at you, you will just basically die. So if you just have like Eternal Flame or any other damaging effect, and when you die with this trinket on, you will basically die either way. So just basically grants you one more turn to do anything. You could indeed try to use the ancient the what was this called, you know the cards that increase your max HP, so you could bypass that effect of the mask. But again, in some situations you would die because you only 1 HP. I'm still gonna rank it on A tier because it's decent in my opinion, but yeah, just because it says just because it sits you on 1 HP, so that's the only downside, and it doesn't remove effects, but it's still good. It allows you to use one more card after because in most situations you have effects and bad effects. Anyways, let's continue. The reclusive Ansible amulet, although for some reason the how to see this, the letters did not generate. I probably made put the picture too big. Whatever. Reclusive unstable amulet. Um I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the A tier though. It's good for the unstable decks, especially if you're running unstable energy. So it has some decent use. Yeah. The next will be unstable waistband. Now for this one, I will say the B tier, or the B tier, because in most of situations, sometimes when you because you would need to gather a lot of unstable energy, to use this trinket in the first place. But actually, I'm gonna rank this both on the B tier since they, you know, decently coexist with each other. But again, when using the trinket, this trinket with unstable waistband, you take damage and then give wherever the number of enemies is around you. You know, so for example, there's one bandit, you use unstable energy, and you give him one unstable energy in the deck. It's simple. Now, let me go to the next one. The Wolf Charm, obtainable from the King of Thieves when trading with the Soul Shards, or yeah, basically after the boss, you have the Soul Shards. Then you can trade them. I'm gonna get at S tier though because it's good for late game. When you use high bet cards, in most situations you are using high bet cards. So this is basically a free 5 permanent strength buff. Uh, okay, what is it called? Rusted powders. I must say, I must say D tier. It has too low of a chance to be actually useful. You could be running, defense build with this, but it's heavily RNG. The 10% chance of that happening over 10% defense buff is really bad. If this would be buffed to the how to say this. If this would be buffed, so it could be like 25% chance of the defense buff applying it to you, then it would be way better. Or at least a defense potion would 10% chance to apply 50% defense buff. It would be way useful like that. But since it's like as is now, then I'm gonna have to leave it here because it's too low chance to use, and it gives too low the defense buff to be little protectful. Standard buckler, same as S tier though. I mean, it isn't as better than the wolf charm, but it's still useful. Although the obtainability of the standard buckler is a little bit more time consuming because you need to do the quests, side quests. I mean, you have to follow the main story first, then you have to uh, how to say this, you have to do the main story first, then you have the ability to unlock the side quest for this, and then you have to kill two different bandits, and then you actually get it for the first place. So yeah, in my opinion, it's the wolf charm is a little is bit better than the standard buckler, but yeah, for now they may buff it, but who knows. The Book of 101 Misdeeds. This I have not gotten again. Same with the mask. Um, I must say it's an A tier though. It's not usable all around, but good for grinding bandits. It's good for grinding bandits since how to say this. It is this is basically just grinding with bandits since it grants 5 damage to all bandits and subtypes. So yeah, only good for that. It's basically nothing else. Mm, Sharpening stone. I must say is a B tier. It's it's way better than, in my opinion, +1 damage is, it's in my opinion better than the unstable waistband, but better, but not better than the reclusive unstable amulet. So yeah, I'ma place the sharpening stone at the B tier, since it's my opinion it is useful if you don't have the wolf charm, because that plus one damage could count, but still a little bit low. Wolf charm seems way better. Alright, now next up, the Lindia's blessing, obtainable through storyline. Uh, C tier actually. It's way more usable than the Padrons. 5 plus more HP is, in my opinion, really good. You know, for especially for the early game players, it's really good. But in the late game, kind of fall of gets might really gets replaced by either Wolf Charm or the Mask uh, or the what is it called, Performer's Vial, or the Buckler. Maybe mainly by of these things, because 5 HP is a little bit too low. But if you have like once free spot open, 5 more HP is really more useful in most of the situations, you know. uh Rusted Powder, is worse than the actually 5 HP, you know, because in some situations you would rather have more HP than the actually relying on the Rusted Powders. But yeah, I guess that it will do for this video. I know that didn't plan anything special, but again I couldn't come up with anything. I will make a video about the uh, how to say this, the overall cards, uh, the how to say this, basically about most of the cards and the Cranberries rework update, but yeah, for now, this thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other another time.